still getting the hang of going live, but if you are here in the chat, please say hi. I'm gonna jump right in. I just want to say hi, I'm Charisse from Pieces Calligraphy, and this is day 3 of the ABC challenge. And that means we'll be deconstructing the letter C. I will be showing you how to create the letter C, what strokes you'll need, and then I'll demo how to use it and do a couple of names. So if you're new to the challenge, check out the link below to learn more about it. And if you're just joining in, be sure to tag me. Not just joining in, but if you've been joining in, be sure to include that tag, Handlettered ABCs, and also tag me so I can check out your work. All right, well, I'm gonna get right into it. We're doing letter C today. So I have my guide sheets here, and I'm going to just jump right in. So with our letter C, let's start with the lowercase. So we're going to start off with our entrance stroke. And because this is a curved stroke next, we're going to keep that entrance stroke just below the waistline. We're not going to go quite up to the top, okay? And then we're going to create the letter C, okay? And then finish up top back at the waistline. Okay, if you were to look really closely at this letter here, you'll see that there's a weight in my stroke on the left side, and then the rest of the stroke is a hairline. Okay, and then you can come back in if you'd like and add a little dot here at the bottom of this C. And what that looks like, so let's put that all together. Okay, so you have your entrance stroke, the letter C here, and then you can come back here with a dot. Okay, there's not very many variations to the lowercase c, so let me just do it one more time. Entrance stroke, keeping that weight. Remember, we want to keep the shade on our slant line here. Okay, we don't want to go too upright or too slanted. And then let's do a capital letter C. So for the capital letter C, there's a couple ways, well, there's 2 primary ways that I create the letter C. So the first way is to first create the main stem of the C here. Okay. Then you're going to continue. I'm going to just break this up so you can see what they look like. Then this stroke here turns in with a little bit of pressure. Then you're going to come back behind the stroke and fill in that beginning entry. Okay, that looks kind of funny all separated here, so let's put that together. So that would look like this. Okay, then you finish that stroke, and then you come back around. It's a little tricky here. Okay, so I'll put a link up here in the corner of the basic stroke series for the capital letters. That might be helpful for you, so definitely check that out. And let's do that one more time. So the second way to do that, so I did that in 3 strokes. The second way is to do it all in one, and I think this takes a little bit more practice and time, and so even I kind of struggle doing it, so I don't always do it all in one go. It's a little shaky there. And the thing to notice about this stroke, and this is something that's really key, is you want the shade to almost be on the second half of the stroke. Notice how I don't go directly into the shade. It's still a hairline up until just past that first ascender line. So you almost want to add the shade later in that stroke, because otherwise it's just too heavy of a stroke. You want that elegant look up top. Okay, so let's go ahead and do some names. And I asked on Instagram for some examples. I'm just going to scroll through and see some of the names that people sent me. Oh, pretty fun. And I'll even show you what that looks like. So on Instagram, I asked people to share some names that began with letter C, and I can see all of them here. So let's just kind of scroll through and pick some fun ones. Okay, ooh, there's a bunch here. Let's just try to get through as many as we can. So Camilla is our first one. Now, with the letter C, I like to point out that you don't necessarily connect the C to the next letter. I said in previous videos to make sure, I'm sorry, not to make sure, but that some capitals look good connecting it to the next letter, and others you don't necessarily have to. Because I've had some questions on how do I connect this letter to that, and so it really depends. And there is a way to connect the C to the next letter, but I personally think it gets a little bit too cluttered. So let's see, here's another name. Two people asked for Claire, so let's go ahead and do Claire. Okay, and I hope my internet's working because I don't see anyone in the chat, or maybe no one's in here. But if you are here, please say hi. It's kind of hard sometimes talking to a room by yourself, but I have no problem with it. It's just kind of funny. Okay, so another name, and if you are catching this on the replay, I'd love to know if you're enjoying these videos too. Oh, Cameron, that's a fun one. Okay, so here is one way to connect the C to the next letter. It's basically adding a flourish at the bottom of the C. Okay. Let's add a little bit of fun to that Y there. Okay, and then let's see. Next name we have is, do one more. Charity. Actually, let's do a guy's name. Sorry, Charity. Christopher. It's a nice long one. Another way to do the letter C is you could just not start off with that flourish and sort of like a print. Let's just actually do this more in a print style. I think naturally my desire to make it more calligraphy-like is it comes out. So what I'm doing here is I'm just trying to be a little bit more upright with the strokes and a little bit heavier on the downstrokes. Okay. All right. Hopefully I can do different styles in another video. There's just so many things I want to do, you guys. But I'm trying to practice keeping these a little bit more shorter because I'm anticipating that if you're watching this on the replay and trying to go through all of the letters, that you may not want to watch each video too long. So, oh, hi Camille and Vanessa and Raj and Shell. There you are. Raj, I will get to your name when we get to ours, so definitely make sure you remind me when we get there. But I hope you guys enjoyed looking at this breakdown. And again, this is in the copper plate style. If you are joining in the challenge, you don't necessarily have to do it in this style. You don't even have to use a brush marker. It's totally up to you. All the info will be in the description down below. So thank you guys for tuning in, and I will see you tomorrow for day 4. And I will catch you then. If you are on Instagram, I will send out a request for names there. It seems to be the best just because I don't know if who's tuning in live, and so we'll just do the requests over there. All right, guys, I will catch you tomorrow. Bye.